Live from the RP Funding Center in Lakeland, Florida, welcome to the 2021 Polk County Public Schools Teacher and School-Related Employee of the Year Awards program. Tonight's ceremony would not be possible without the support of our platinum partners, Mid-Florida Credit Union and Lakeland Auto Mall. We would also like to recognize our gold level partners, Aramark, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, Boswell and Dunlap, Legoland, Mosaic, Publix Supermarket Charities, and Tico. Thanks to these sponsors and our many other fine partners. Please welcome your host for this evening, the 2020 Polk County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, Dr. Vincent M. Miller.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2021 Polk County Public School Teacher and School-Related Award Ceremony. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. It is a pleasure and an honor to host this evening's festivities. As a classroom teacher at the Great Winter Haven High School, students, as a classroom teacher at the Great Winter Haven High School, students are my number one priority. The work we do translates in the classrooms and into their promising futures. I celebrate the work with my colleagues, what they do to put students first. I consider what we do and what we all do for public education essential work. And that's why this year's district-wide honorees are especially worthy of recognition. This year, we have a more intimate gathering for our finalists and our distinguished guests. While we couldn't hold an event honoring everyone, the Public Relations Department and the Polk County Education Foundation will be sending plaques and a $50 chili gift card to each school's honoree, thanks to our sponsors, you. In addition, all honorees will receive a $20 Publix gift card made possible by Publix associates and customers. For those of you watching at home, well, we are following the CDC guidelines and the Polk County Public Health Department guidelines. And tonight, we felt it important to have an in-person gathering, but we wanted to keep it safe, sanitized, secure, and of course, social distance. Now, I would like to welcome to the stage School Board Chairman Lori Cunningham.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Distinguished teachers, school-related employees, and guests, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to be with you here this evening. At this time, please join me in recognizing our school board members that are present here tonight. Board members, as I call your name, please stand. Mr. William Allen. Ms. Sarah Beth Reynolds. Ms. Kay Fields. And Mrs. Lisa Miller. Mr. Wilson and Ms. Fortney could not be with us tonight. During these unprecedented times, I am so thrilled with the way our staff has worked together to provide educational options for our teachers, students, and parents. When I look across this room of finalists and I think about our honorees tonight, I am so very proud of the job that each one of you has done, educating and supporting our children gracefully. whether it is making sure a student has access to technology, doing temperature checks, sanitizing areas multiple times throughout the day, or creatively keeping children engaged online, you have adjusted to the many challenges this year. There has been a steep learning curve, and I am grateful to each one of you for your diligence, your patience, and your dedication each step of the way. For our longest tenured employees, the year 2020 will add one interesting chapter among many that they have experienced during their time with Polk County Public Schools. Our longest serving school-related employee of the year is Mr. Charles Lester, a custodian at Union Academy. Mr. Lester has spent 53 years maintaining, cleaning, and preserving the history of Union, where he also attended as a student during the days of segregation. Mr. Lester, would you please stand and be recognized? Our longest-serving Teacher of the Year is Alice Johnson, a network manager at Ben Hill Griffin Jr. Elementary. Ms. Johnson's career has spanned 37 years. She was among the district's first network managers hired during the Internet's infancy. Ms. Johnson, I understand, could not be with us here this evening, but please join me in a round of applause. Congratulations again to Charles Lester and Alice Johnson. Both will receive engraved clocks for their many years of service. They will be invited to attend an upcoming school board meeting for a more formal presentation. Once again, thank you both for your years of service to Polk County Public Schools. This event, as most of you know, is made possible each year by our outstanding sponsors. At this time, I would like to recognize our two platinum sponsors. Our first platinum sponsor is Mid-Florida Credit Union. Will the representatives from Mid-Florida please stand to be recognized? Our second platinum sponsor is Lakeland Auto Mall. Will Lakeland Auto Mall's representative please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Thank you, Mid-Florida Credit Union and Lakeland Auto Mall, for your sponsorship of tonight's awesome event. Next, we have our gold sponsors. Special thanks to the following gold sponsors of our event tonight. If you are in the audience, please stand as I call your company name. Aramark, Boswell and Dunlap, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Florida, Legoland Florida Resort, Mosaic, Publix Supermarkets Charities, and TECO, Tampa Electric Company. Thank you. Furthermore, we have one silver sponsor, the Polk Education Association. Will their representative please stand and be recognized? There are many other business partners who contributed to tonight's event, and we thank you for your continued support. Your investment in Polk County Public Schools is an investment, as we all know, in our future. Additionally, we would also like to express our appreciation to the judges who gave their time and careful consideration to help select tonight's winners. Judges include past Teacher and School-Related Employee of the Year honorees, as well as representatives from area businesses, community organizations, and colleges throughout Polk County. Most importantly, we would like to extend a special thank you to the spouses, families, and guests of our honorees. Your love and support has contributed to their success. Thank you for being here this evening and being a part of this special evening tonight. Now, at this time, without further ado, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Polk County Public Schools, Mrs. Jacqueline Bird.
Just a moment, I'm trying to find my spot here. I think we're out of sync just a little bit. I should have brought my phone up. Just a moment here. Now I'm ready. Thank you, Mrs. Cunningham. When I arrived in 2013, I was determined to make Polk County Public Schools the best school district in the state of Florida. Today, I am happy to stand before you and once again say we have no F schools in Polk County. Our graduation rate has just been reported at a record high of 86.5%. But all of this hard work was just not someone that led a dream. It was the work of you. It was the work of the students, all the teachers, administrators, parents, and the community. And I say thank you. Thank you for not only forging forward with me to make Polk County Public Schools the best school district in the state of Florida, but your continued success to make our students first. To the honorees, these accomplishments would not have been possible without your commitment, your determination, and your grit. And Lord only knows we had to have grit this last school year. Every decision that I've made with my team, I've made in the best interest of our school district and our students. And your response to those decisions resulted in positive outcomes. And that's why we're still putting students first. As your superintendent, this may be my last Teacher of the Year event as I'm looking to retire in June. But it's been my pleasure to shepherd you through all the challenges that we faced, all the victories that came before us in public education, and I look forward to all the successes that's going to continue even after June. While tonight's event is just to recognize teachers and school-related employees, we also take the time to celebrate our administrators who equally play a role in the success of our school district and our community. This year's Assistant Principal of the Year is Tally Miller of Crystal Lake Middle School. Mrs. Miller had been an impactful and courageous assistant principal. Her vision has aligned with the district in ensuring that all students are advancing in proficiency. One of Mrs. Miller's personal strengths is her ability to speak frankly to students. Her out-of-box thinking, and as she assisted the district curriculum challenges and realignment, is what made her students move forward. Congratulations to Mrs. Miller, and I look forward to more success from her as she moves forward in her career. Can we give her a round of applause? We also had the opportunity to celebrate our Principal of the Year. This year's Principal of the Year is Octavia May of Arbondale Central Elementary School. Building positive school culture and developing a cohesive, dedicated staff are among her leadership strengths. Mrs. May shows sincere interest in her staff's needs, ideas, and challenges. She has a clear vision of the role of how the school plays in students' lives, and that the belief permeates throughout all of her decisions. Mrs. May leads with the right blend of accountability and trust. She holds her teachers to high standards for performance while ensuring they will receive the necessary support to meet those expectations. Can we give Mrs. May a round of applause as we congratulate her? Both administrators were recognized last year, as if it was, sound like it was far away and it wasn't, last year at a school board meeting. And both of them are still excelling, not to just have this award, but to continue to move forward to make our school district the best in the state of Florida. Now I'd like to welcome back to the podium Dr. Vincent Miller, and I'll see you later in the show.
Thank you, Superintendent Byrd. And again, congratulations to Ms. Miller and Ms. May. Last year, we recognized each finalist. A prize patrol made up of district leaders and sponsors visited each finalist's school to surprise them with balloons, a large keepsake banner, and a $650 check from Mid-Florida Credit Union. The finalists and their students were overwhelmed with joy. They cried with tears of joy and excitement. Tonight, we would like to welcome our Teacher of the Year and our School-Related Employee of the Year finalists to the stage. Each of our district finalists and winners will receive a plaque and a gift package that will be picked up later from the Polk County Education Foundation. It includes various gifts that was provided by our sponsors, you. It is time to turn our attention to our school-related employees. They are our heroes and provide so much support to our educators. They make sure that our students arrive safely to school, and food they serve in the cafeteria is nourishing to our bodies. They stock our library shelves with good books to read, and they keep a watchful eye for suspicious activities in our schools. These are just some of the roles they fulfill at our schools. Let's look at this year's District School-Related Employee of the Year. When their name is announced, please stand and come forth with your principal and your school board representative.
The District 1 School-Related Employee of the Year, Lisa Gill from Jesse Keene Elementary.
When you look at a parent involvement paraprofessional and you would Xerox that, you would put Lisa Gill's picture underneath that caption. And I don't say that lightly, because in times like these, you need to have that one face, that one person that parents can look to. And that's what she does. And I'm proud to say that Lisa Gill is Jesse Keene Elementary School-Related Employee of the Year.
I love Miss Gill because she's nice. Like, she gives us stuff, and it just makes me feel good.
My passion is about, I remember when the friend next to me in the classroom didn't have, but yet they lived up the street and I didn't realize they were sleeping on the floor. You know, things like that. So I remember that, and I want to bring that to my kids. The students here, the most important thing for me is for them to understand you're not alone, and I want them to know that.
All right. Wow. How many of you have gone to the beach?
District 2 School-Related Employee of the Year, Ellie Rivera from Sandhill Elementary.
When you meet Coach Rivera, you will see her and you'll experience her personality. She is just very vibrant and exciting, and you'll just be like, wow, you are just amazing. She's joking all the time, and then she's loving as well. She builds and maintains relationships with students, with families, and she makes those connections.
She's just so lively and energetic, and we're a very caring family here at Sandhill, and she has that. She's very caring, and she's just a perfect fit.
These kids, some of them don't even have that tender, loving care. You put a drop of love in them, it makes that difference. So it grows in you. So as you go on, it makes it even stronger, and you want to be able to do even more. Sometimes you can do it, but you try your hardest to do more just because you know those people need that. And it makes a difference in their life, whether we believe it or not. Down the road, it will make that difference.
The District 3 School-Related Employee of the Year, Charles Luster from Union Academy.
Mr. Luster is an institution here at Union Academy. He's been a custodian, but more than that, he has been a bridge to the community. He has helped our school reach out and be a part of the community.
Charles is very important to Union Academy for multiple reasons. We don't have a lot of people who are still around from the early days of the school. Charles was a student here. Charles is an employee here. He's important here at the school because he connects us with the important and the rich history of Union Academy, but he's also the connection to the community. He's a connection to the parents. He's a connection to the people that matter most here, the students.
The reason I enjoy it so much here is that we got the kids. The kids are the first thing. And in the process, by me opening up a museum and everything, they allowed me to bring the museum out here to the kids, and that put me even closer to the kids. And so we've been sharing about the museum here, Black history, African American history. So now I'm just so attached to the school, and I find it very difficult to leave. So I don't know what I'll do after I leave here, because the school means so much to me.
The District 4 School-Related Employee of the Year, Todd Koza from Lake Alfred Elementary.
He does an exceptional job as school guardian, but on top of all that he does during the day, he goes above and beyond at nights and on the weekends. I just couldn't be more happy about him representing our school, Lake Alfred Elementary, representing this district, Polk County.
He's the kind of person that makes you look at your own work ethic and say, am I doing enough? Like, am I as dedicated, or should I be doing more? He really just challenges you and motivates you to be a better teacher.
Mr. Koza is the heart of the school, in my opinion. He just does everything that he does with complete sincerity, and he shows that toward not only the students, but also all the staff. And it's, I think, contagious. I think that it really sets the tone for whatever room he walks into.
I would like to have more families choose to come to Lake Alfred to get the kids to realize the value of education. There's way more that they can do with their lives besides just work a job in Polk County. I want them to go see what I did in the world. I was able to travel to 29 different countries, meet some pretty amazing people like Jean Kranz and the Queen of England, and I think every kid here has that chance.
The District 5 School-Related Employee of the Year, Rebecca Carroll from Socrum Elementary.
I had a lot of questions coming onto campus, about the community, and I went to my assistant principal, but I said, well, who else should I talk to? And the first person she said was Rebecca Carroll. Her position may not be as an administrator or as a teacher. Her role is just as important. And sometimes she has more knowledge in some areas, and because I seek her out for some things that I don't even know. That's such an asset that the position that you hold does not determine your value to the school, because it really takes a whole team, and she is such an integral part of that team.
I am just so proud of her, and I am proud for her. She's just grown so compassionately for education, and she really wants it, and she really strives for that for herself and the people that are around her.
Everyone that a child comes in contact with is teaching a child something. These children see me as a teacher. They don't know that I'm not a teacher, that I'm just a para. They don't know the difference between the two. So I need to set that example that it's something I learned at the company I worked for before. You're always on stage, so you want to remember that because you never know who's watching you.
The District 6 School-Related Employee of the Year, Stacy Leach from Ben Hill Griffin Jr. Elementary.
Well, I can't say enough good things about Stacy. She's a dynamite. She's the bomb. I mean, she really is good in the kitchen. She gets along with the adults and the students, and with us in the kitchen.
I think she's not your typical cafeteria manager in that she tries to get personally involved in the things that are happening here at the school. The community understands there's a level of care and compassion towards those families. I think the fact that she's so open and caring towards the community, it has really helped to create a bond here between us and the school and the parents, that they know it's good to know that someone at the school cares about you and cares about your children and cares enough to go above and beyond.
From 1 to 10, she's a 12. She's there for you when you need her, and she's got your back.
I like the difference from the day to day.
activities. I like being able to see the kids. I like working with the staff. Be somebody they can come talk to if you see them not smiling in the morning or crying. You know, I try to talk to them and find out exactly what it was. They come in at lunch, they're having a bad day, I try to sit down and eat with them. So just try to interact with them.
The District 7 School-Related Employee of the Year, Allison Crutchfield from East Area Adult School.
Allison Crutchfield of East Area Adult School is my spirit animal. She comes in happy. She has a beautiful elementary heart for students that are learning the language. She sees need around campus and she fulfills them. She came last week and had a giant stack of Highlights magazine and was like, ESOL students are going to love these. And I was like, I love these. So she's always bringing and doing and going beyond. We have many off-sites at East Area, on campus, off campus, day and night, and she manages all that while drinking a Coke and smiling and laughing, and I just love her.
I love that every day is a new adventure. I can have things planned, a whole schedule of things I want to do, but they change. Just the adventure of what am I going to fix next? Who's going to have an issue? What am I going to be able to try? You don't go anywhere without seeing someone with a phone up to their face. I mean, they have the network right there 24/7. We got to get our students ready for that.
Give another round of applause to our finalists. At this time, we have a special message from our Platinum and our Gold sponsors. In these uncertain times, teachers and school-related employees, you have been the light for our children. You have taught us in person and from afar, finding new ways to engage and excite our students. You have made sure that our students continue to receive meals every single day, brought the internet to our neighborhoods, adopted new protocols to keep them safe while on campus and on the bus. You have done all this because you care. Tonight's event has been made possible by our generous sponsors. Let's give them another round of applause.
We've always been a big supporter of the Polk County Public School System, but this year we've gained an even greater appreciation for the teachers and the school-related employees.
In the last year, we've all experienced so many changes. A rare constant during this time has been Polk County Public Schools' commitment to students.
The schools closed. The campuses were restricted to minimize exposure. Face coverings became a requirement. Thousands of students shifted to online learning.
But through it all, the students could always rely on the people of the Polk County Public School System.
They never had to wonder if someone cared about them. They never had to worry about going hungry.
They kept learning, imagining, dreaming, and it's all because of you.
To keep our students learning, our teachers and school-related employees have adopted new technologies, procedures, and ways of work, all while dealing with the immense stress we've all experienced during this pandemic.
It's not just the students who have leaned on Polk County Public Schools. As a community, we have all relied on the school district to help carry us through this unprecedented chapter in our history.
It's been inspiring to see the district come together and rise against every challenge that this pandemic has brought.
Thank you for helping Polk County Public Schools fulfill its mission of putting students first, even in the face of once unimaginable challenges.
We are honored to call you our friends and neighbors, and we are honored to support the life-changing work that you do.
That's why we're honored to join you here this evening, even if it's not in the same room, to thank you and celebrate you for your dedication and tireless work during these unprecedented times.
Thank you.
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 Thank you, Polk County Public School System, for all that you've done this year, for the students and for the community.
And to our sponsors, I say thank you. Thank you for your investment in what matters to most, our students. They say that teaching leads to all other professions. I'm always trying to find ways to inspire and motivate my students in my class at Winter Haven High School. Like so many of my colleagues across this district, we truly believe our students are the answers to tomorrow's problems. Whether it's teaching in the classrooms, through video, conferences, or both, when the internet is working or not working, we are getting it done. You are getting it done. And this is all in a pandemic situation. Let's look at our Teacher of the Year finalists. When you hear your name called, please come forward with your principal and your school board representative.
The District 1 Teacher of the Year, Maud Graham from Rosabelle W. Blake Academy.
My name is Ma F. Graham. I have been an ELA and Social Studies teacher here at Blake Academy for 12 years, and altogether I've been a teacher for 17 years.
And I love the friendly going back and forth today.
I wanted to become that teacher who taught students what I didn't learn as a child. I wanted them to get the experience to know that there are other ways to learn how to do things versus just sitting at your desk and reading all day. Everyone has the ability to learn. I try to make sure I know like what are their interests so I can add those things in there. That we have activities that go along with pencil and paper. I try to make them believe that they can do it when they think they cannot.
Yes or no?
And I just try to get them out of their seat.
You can't go. I got that one right. I know I got that one right. I saw it in the book. I saw it in the book. Move. My turn.
We have like board games that we can play with vocabulary, and sometimes we'll have spelling, and then we can play like board games. We can choose our characters.
I think Miss Graham is the best teacher because she's very caring and she's really sweet, and she gives us awards for things that we've done. She has a lot of rules. She's strict, but she's really nice, and that's how you know she cares about us.
When I think of her, I think of just someone who is just very selfless and genuinely loves and cares for her students. I have her old students, and they always talk to me about ways that she's impacted them, not only educationally, but as just people. And so that inspires me, because that's the reason I became a teacher, is to become someone like her.
Make sure you command the classroom. When students know that you are in control, not only for them, but also with them, they will do better on their assignments because they are more relaxed, they are doing what they're supposed to do, and they are trying to get the job done to make sure that they are successful. I don't get a lot of sleep at night, but coming to school, when I see these babies, when I see teachers here who are doing a great job every day, that is what gives me strength to make sure that I keep going, that I keep pushing myself, and I keep pushing them to do their best.
The District 2 Teacher of the Year, Christy Igor from Citrus Ridge, a civics academy.
My philosophy is to come in and love them. When they leave here, it doesn't matter what they're going home to. If they have a mom and a dad that hug them every day and tell them that they're loved, great, I'm just an addition to that. But if I'm the person that tells them that I believe in them and that I love them and that they can do it, then I've done my job. If I've taught them along the way, awesome. Like I've checked 2 boxes.
I've been in there and I've witnessed how she interacts with the students. You can see that they feel like that room is their home away from home.
When you go into her classroom, it is fully student facilitated. They are like little adults in that room. And I used to tell her her room was my happy place. That's where the magic happens. Really all she has to do is walk around the room and facilitate. The students teach themselves, they correct one another, they identify their own mistakes and misconceptions. They pretty much run themselves.
That's why I love coming to school, because Miss Igor always is there to push us to do things. She kind of treats me like children, and I feel like she's my mom.
If you were to ask any of them how they feel, how does Miss Igor make them feel, they would all say safe and loved.
Are you doing distributive now?
Yes.
Look at you being a rock star.
In our area, we have a lot of parents working 2 or 3 jobs. What Miss Igor provides for those students is that mother figure, and what comes along with that is I'm going to talk to you about what you're doing wrong, but you also know that I'm telling you this because I love you and I know that you can do better.
9 minus 9 equals 0.
That doesn't make sense.
I am blessed to have parents lend me their children. And that just makes me know that I'm making that difference, even if it's only 1 child, but I'm starting to see that it's more than that. And so I just feel very fulfilled and blessed. And it just makes me a proud school mom.
The District 3 Teacher of the Year, Shelley DeVore from Bartow IB.
I could probably be accused of caring a little too much about the kids, but I think that I'm an approachable teacher. I try to treat them with respect. I want an environment where they feel comfortable to share their point of view, and they feel like they're going to be respected no matter what their view is.
So I'm an eSchool learner, and each day I log into her class, Ms. DeVore always makes sure that we are set up and ready to begin class. We not only interact with our eSchool peers, but also the peers in class.
How are you guys?
With all the responsibility we have in IB, Ms. DeVore always makes sure to loosen up our nerves and make sure that we're getting our assignments in on time, and I appreciate that.
She's innovative. She's willing to take what's new and try it and to use it and to run with it, develop it and make it work for her. There's always a pushback when there's something new, and a lot of teachers hold out, but not Shelley DeVore. She's willing to take that and put it to use in the classroom.
She is able to connect with a very diverse range of students. Over her experience here at IB and Bartow High School the past 25 years, she has been able to really connect with some of our lowest level learners to our highest academically achieving students. And she just has a way of building a rapport, holding very high standards, but just being so nurturing and helping them achieve their fullest potential as a student.
Get out your planners, please.
It's a scary school, but then she can make things easier to understand, easier to organize. So working with her directly is always just awesome.
You really would not know that this was a job. This is truly her passion, and it has taught me to treat my day-to-day job as a passion as well, just like her, because I think that overall it improves the school culture. Students seem always excited to see her. They are excited to be at school because they have Ms. DeVore, and I want to also emulate that, so that has been the #1 lesson she has taught me.
when teachers are given a challenge, they rise to meet that challenge and do what it takes for their students to learn. The kids are worth it. Whether it's e-learning or whether it's live, they want to learn, they want to grow.
The District 4 Teacher of the Year, Teresa Negley from Frank E. Brigham Academy.
She takes everything that is hard and she kind of makes it easy by making it fun.
The way that she teaches us, she adds fun into it. She really just doesn't like throw out stuff and say, do this and do that.
If someone doesn't get it and they just say, I don't get it, Miss Negley will help them out and then tell them they can get it, they can do it.
I just think she's a really fun teacher to be with. She's never giving up in somebody. If you're saying, I'm not there yet, she's saying, you are there yet. Failing is not a word in this class. It's just an excuse to get better at something.
Can somebody share how they found it?
It is really important for me that students feel safe in my classroom, and we talk a lot about mistakes and that they're a good thing and we can learn from them. And it means a lot to me that hopefully by the end of the year when they leave here, they feel good about themselves and know that this is one place that it's okay and they're fine.
She is always tapping into their full potential.
As the gifted teacher, I'm always getting different ideas from her to work with the students to make sure that they're challenged with me and with her. And I think she's just a complete asset to our school.
She's so good about finding the special, great quality in every child and then just really magnifying that and making them feel special. I mean, when you walk in, you just kind of feel at home and it's not a place where you're real anxious to leave. It's just a fun place to be.
When I figured out she was Teacher of the Year, I do a little dance. I do a little dance.
Yeah. She's awesome. She really is.
The District 5 Teacher of the Year, Paige Astrike from R. Clem Churchwell Elementary.
Our philosophy is that we want to mainstream as many kids that are in the resource room and the separate classroom into the general education classrooms.
Okay, Kate and Adeline and Alana.
It wasn't really what I went to college for. I went to college for art communications, and then I became a teacher because of being creative and doing hands-on activities is a big plus for them. It helps them understand things better, and it helps them see things in a different way and understand what they need to learn better.
We share the why. The why is you teach like you would want your personal children to be taught because you want them to be successful once they leave your doors. And that was one of the things that struck me about Mrs. Astrike. I'd never been exposed necessarily to a teacher who was in the same room with the same students for an entire day and still had the patience to work with the kids and show them the love that they needed.
She can just pull things that I can't. And I just love her in my room. And she can just push those kids a little further than I can and provide them with the support that they need in their skill level and they're great.
And everything that she does is because she wants to make sure that everybody's getting what they need. So she may have one hat officially, but like most educators, she's wearing multiple hats.
Students with disabilities learn at a different pace. And so first of all, make sure that that child knows that you care for them, and think about the child and give the child a chance to be successful instead of automatically wanting them to go to separate classrooms. Seeing them improve, seeing them make those achievements that they make, and how proud of themselves that they are when they do make that accomplished. It may just be something little, but it doesn't make any difference. They're so excited. So that makes me feel good because I know that I've helped them and they have accomplished what they were doing.
The District 6 Teacher of the Year, Yvonne McDuffie from Frostproof Elementary.
One nice thing about being in a small community like Frostproof is I've taught the parents and now I'm teaching their children and there's that connection. You know, I can relate to them, they can relate to me because we've sort of been in that spot before.
Students have their children request her year after year after year. That validates your teaching practice. You know that the parents love you enough and they have faith and trust in you.
I've been here 7 years and watched her change children's lives. Just the ability to take a child who didn't believe in themselves and turn them into somebody who was a scholar student, students who did believe in themselves.
I really feel like we need to build a relationship with the kids first and connect with them, and then we can get into the academics. Sometimes we get really, so overwhelmed with the test scores and the academics that we forget their children.
Teachers are important. If there weren't any teachers, kids wouldn't know anything.
At the end of last year, when we did go immediately to virtual learning, she was one of the first teachers to reach out to me and say, I'm nervous, but what can we do? How can we do this?
I think that she brings to this profession what it needs in a time where we have so much going on. She makes you want to be what she is. She wants you to love learning. She wants her kids to love learning. She comes to make the children's educational experience one of pure joy.
Mrs. McDuffie is the greatest teacher ever. I love how she's very smart and very beautiful. And I just want to give her a clap for her. And to Miss McDuffie, I am glad you are my teacher.
The District 7 Teacher of the Year, Anna Maria Galbus from East Area Adult School.
Here at East Area Adult, Anna Galbus is the face of student services. She's the one that gets them in the door, whether they want to learn English or they need to get their high school diploma, and she instills within them a belief that they can do it.
It's the one-on-one that I get to give them hope where they don't realize that they were missing it, or even knew that they needed it.
Cuando yo le dije que yo no necesitaba el GED porque yo tenía un master degree en mi país, entonces ella me dijo, no, entonces mejor toma el curso de inglés que más adelante si tú necesitas mejorar más en el inglés, pues ya tomas el GED, que es lo más importante. La gente me entiende y con el inglés que tengo le puedo ayudar a la gente.
On a regular basis, you don't know where these students have been. Even our coworkers. There's days where you'll look at somebody and go, "Are you okay?" And having the counseling background helps to be able to bring that out in people and be able to help them. When they come through my door, their anxiety has left, at least for that moment. Their stress level has come down just a little bit. And that to me makes me feel good that at least I have a small part in that part of education.
She's a beautiful person. She always can help the people. A lot of people Latin come here because the people is looking English class, but she speaks Spanish.
She's counseled teachers, students, people coming to the country, some uneducated and some very educated. We've had doctors and lawyers, so it runs the whole gamut. And because of her counseling background, she knows what they need to hear to have faith in themselves. Because she's got a very calming way too. She's like Mr. Rogers. You know things are going to be okay when you walk in and you sit with her. She's just one of the nicest people ever.
Can we give them all a round of applause for the excellent work that they do with our children? This profession is not an easy profession. So to have teachers excel like the ones in the room, but there are many others that are out there in the classroom working with our children day in and day out. So I would like to applaud all of our educators in Polk County because they are all awesome. This is just a few of what you can see every day in the classroom. So can we really let them hear us this evening? Woo! Thank you for joining me in recognizing the importance of education and recognizing the people that are on the front lines of taking care of our future. Now, the moment that everyone has been waiting for. It's time to announce winners, additional winners. To all of our finalists, again, I say thank you for your dedication during the challenging times. It is a pleasure to visit you at your schools and to celebrate the awesome work you do daily. Now we would like to welcome Ryan Rogers, Senior Vice President of West Polk, Regional Manager of Mid-Florida Credit Union.
Thank you, Superintendent Byrd. It's an honor to be here with you this evening, especially to our finalists to be in the room with you. Mid-Florida Credit Union enjoys supporting a variety of community events and initiatives. But we're especially proud to be a part of tonight's program, which honors teachers and support staff. The credit union was originally established to serve teachers, the teachers of Polk County. So this event holds a special place in our hearts as we have had a treasured relationship for more than 65 years. As a platinum sponsor, we are honored to award a cash prize of $650 to each finalist and a larger award to the two winners, $2,500 for the School-Related Employee of the Year and $5,000 for the Teacher of the Year. Now I'd like to call back Superintendent Byrd back to the podium.
Thank you. That was just a little bit more suspense that we have here. Thanks again, Ryan, not only for your partnership, but your friendships, for this generous financial contributions. In addition to the Mid-Florida checks, our Teacher of the Year and School-Related Employee of the Year winners will each receive, as you heard, $2,000 from tonight's sponsor, a personalized ring from Herff Jones, and other prizes gathered by the Polk Education Foundation. Thank you, Polk Education Association, for also sponsoring $1,000 for the Teacher of the Year cash prize. Winners, after your name is called, please come to the stage with your principal and board member to receive your award and take your photo. Please, we ask you to take the moment to have brief comments. Dr. Miller understands that. We had that discussion earlier. He did not mind that little slight. The School-Related Employee of the Year assisted with coordinating students enrolling in brick and mortar or e-learning pathways. This finalist promotes parent involvement. She makes home visits whenever necessary. She oversees the school's weekend backpack distribution program, making sure that the students have enough to eat at home over the weekends. You'll find this finalist taking students' clothing home for her to launder for them for the next week. During Hurricane Irma, this finalist partnered with the local United Methodist Church and established a food and supply bank, providing the surrounding community with access to cleaning and hygiene supplies for their families. Several of the school's parents lost power and experienced physical damage to their homes during the storm. That did not stop this finalist from going to their homes and arranging housing through the local agencies, especially for families who could not communicate and express their needs due to language barriers. With no further ado, I want to congratulate and thank this year's District 1 Jesse King Elementary, Lisa Gill.
Good evening, everybody. Mr. Griffin is my mentor and my principal when this all started. Now I am blessed with Dr. Detling, and if you've met her, you know her energy is a 5-year-old on jelly beans. It has been an honor to serve in Polk County, and this is not an award I take lightly. For all of you in the room who are finalists with me, I sat in that chair and I said, oh, I could do that. That's something I could try. East area, you'll get a call from me tomorrow. I just want to say thank you. And I'm glad this went out on a good. She'll retire, she can take me with her. Mr. Hill, you're staying with me. And Mr. Griffin, I couldn't have done this without everything we did together. So thank you. This award is as much for you as it is for me.
It's great to see tears of joy, the tears of joy for the work they do for our children and our community and our future. This person will represent our Teacher of the Year. The Teacher of the Year struggled in school with reading, but felt a desire to pursue education as her career. She makes students learn through hands-on reading and writing activities, scavenger hunts, rope climbing, excursions, and other engaging lessons. She became an orphan at a young age, with both parents passing away by the time she was 9. She shares her life story with various groups, serves as a mentor, organizes parent-teacher events, and spearheads a leadership program for 3rd through 5th graders called Leader in Me. It's called a servant leader. This finalist also served in the Army National Guard and credits her military service with providing her the valuable skills for becoming a teacher. I would like to say congratulations. Thank you for the work you do. From District 1's Roselle Blake Academy to Maud Graham. Congratulations.
I'm just gonna breathe right now. I just want to say thank you. Told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but look at me. Thank you to everyone who does the best job that they can do every day. In my bio, I said I lost my parents at a young age. And because of that, I learned a valuable lesson about myself. Even though I had great teachers to help me through my journey, there were things or ways that I wanted to learn, and I tried to apply that every day with the babies that we serve. I've had some great administrators, one standing right behind me, to the side of me, I should say. She believes in me. She looks at me with a different lens, because coming in, she knew, just from what others told her, that, hey, like somebody else said, one of the first people that they asked, who can you talk to? It was my name. So Dr. Richardson, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for believing in all my crazy ideas. Thank you for just loving me through it all. And to all the past administrators, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you all.
And as they usually say, and there's more. Now I would like to invite Corey Newpower, Chief Financial Officer of Lakeland Auto Mall, to the stage for a very special presentation.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. On behalf of Lakeland Auto Mall, Greg Belasco, Greg Belasco and Meredith Belasco, and our 240 associates, we would like to thank everybody, all the educators in the Polk County system that nurture our children day in, day out. I've had the pleasure of passing out silver garlands with Superintendent Byrd before, and to see the children where they develop and work their way through middle school to high school. It's very impressive, and it's something to be extremely proud of. As educators, you make my heart warm, because these are our future. So all the stories that I heard tonight are absolutely amazing. So I thank everybody, and I appreciate you coming out tonight.
Do I tell her? Yep. So on behalf of Lakeland Auto Mall and Ms. Newpower, you have the privilege of driving and representing Polk County public school teachers. And I don't remember, if that was a Elantra, that's what it is. I'm not.
Parked right out front.
It's parked right out front. So, she said it's called a blessing. And we received that one. So congratulations to you, and we'll let you get with Mr. Newpower about your vehicle. Congratulations to you. To all of our winners and to all of our educators that are out there listening, I want to say thank you again. Thank you for the work you do each and every day with our young students. Thank you for shaping the future and preparing them for society and their lifelong road ahead that they have, and making sure that we are better at who we are the next day than we are today. You will be contacted, all of our winners, you'll be contacted by Polk Education Foundation within the next few days to receive all of your prizes. We're so glad that each of you can join us this evening, whether you join us virtually or in face-to-face. And we wish all of you, safe travels, and we hope you enjoyed the evening. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you and good night.